And this segment of the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Kin Sporting Goods in Norco, #1 in the Inland Empire for team uniforms, sports equipment, and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona. Athletes of all levels and all sports train at Boost. And also ask about the Bass Private School. Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Personalized treatment you deserve from an orthodontist you can trust. Chick-fil-A in Rialto, right off the 210 freeway at Ayala Drive. Eat more chicken. Welcome everyone to the Inland Sports Show. Before we start the show, make sure you like this video and you've subscribed to the Inland Sports Show YouTube channel. And if you're a local business or organization and you'd like to promote yourself on this show, just send us an email, inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. The show starts right now. Garcia's left-footed. And what is up, everybody? Welcome to a very special Thanksgiving edition of the Inland Sports Show, doing it from home so we can give our director Johnny Nunez and his family a little bit of respite and some time off. We're just doing this show because, listen, normally during Thanksgiving week, we might take the show off, but we've got so many teams playing in the CIF Southern Section football championship games that, man, we had to do some sort of a little preview show to get you guys ready for Friday and Saturday night. So we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to preview all of the games, all 4 of them involving teams in the Inland Sports Show coverage area. We're going to run down all of them. Division 5, Orange Vista, Jurupa Hills in Division 8, Poly and Ramona in 11, and California School for the Deaf Riverside in 8-man Division 2. So those are the games that we are going to cover. And we're going to start with, well, what Jeff Gorham, my partner on Riverside TV, the Friday Night Pep Rally, is calling the biggest football game in Riverside history. We're talking about Ramona versus Poly, the Division 11 championship game. That is our Kin Sporting Goods must-see game without a doubt. The biggest game in Riverside this year, but maybe history, according to Jeff Gorham. These two rivals played a couple weeks ago, more than a couple weeks ago now, back in non-league play. Ramona won that game 35-28, so by a touchdown. But both teams playing considerably better this time of the year. It was a 7-point game the first time around. I got a feeling it might be even closer this time around. So Poly's playing some great defense right now. Ramona is blowing teams out. 70 against San Gorgonio in the first round, 52 against Palmdale in the quarterfinals, 35-zip against Quartz Hill in the semifinals. Ram High has certainly gotten better as the season has gone along. And on the Poly side, they're doing it with defense, they're doing it with running the football, and they've got a great quarterback named Victor Aguilar that can really get them down the field and punch it in when it matters the most. Let's take a look at our Big Boost play of the week. Inland Sports. It's the Bears on the march against Westminster in the D11 semifinals. It looks like a broken play. Nah. Victor Aguilar finds Benji Matthews, and what a great catch, and then a run down the sideline. Poor tackling by Westminster. Great moves by Matthews, and that is a Poly touchdown. They only needed a couple in the game, a couple field goals to put Westminster away and advance to the Division 11 championship game. Here's another look at it, courtesy of our good friends at Riverside TV. Aguilar to Matthews for the score. Poly won that game 20-7 against Westminster to punch their ticket to take on Ramona for the Division 11 championship game, and that's our Big Boost play of the week. Now, I should have mentioned off the top, this game will be played at King High School. Poly is technically the home team, and they play their home games at King High. So this game will be at King coming up on Friday at 7 p.m. You can watch that game on Riverside TV, because online, NFHS still has the live streaming rights for the online product. But if you're going to watch it on local TV in Riverside, it will be on Riverside TV, so please check your local listings. And we will also have some great post-game coverage Friday night on the pep rally on Riverside TV, highlights and interviews. Now, we mentioned we'll at King High School. Well, way back in 2014, the last time Riverside Poly played in a CIF Southern Section championship game, the Bears took on mighty Redlands East Valley. I believe that was Akili Ross, big-time player for the Bears. Riverside Poly had the undefeated season going into this championship game. They were 13-0 going up against the Wildcats, and it was a game that went all the way down to the finish as Redlands East Valley was able to just edge the Bears 36-31 for the Inland Division Championship. And of course, Redlands East Valley went on to win the state title that season. But that championship game between the Bears and the Wildcats was an instant classic at Ramona High School. That was 2014. Fast forward, 9 years later now, and the Bears are back in a championship in Division 11, taking on Ramona. So we just want to do a quick flashback to show you the last time Riverside Poly played in a CIF Southern Section championship game, and that was a tough one against the Wildcats. Now, the Bears historically have won 3 CIF titles. The Ramona Rams have won 4. The last time they were in a championship game was just a couple years ago in 2019. They lost to Esperanza for the Division 13 championship. But for the Rams, again, as I mentioned, they've been blowing teams out in this playoff run. Here's a touchdown from quarterback Jeremiah Acosta to Royce Mendoza there. And a 35-zip win against Quartz Hill. Offensively, defensively, any way you slice it, Ramona has been getting better and better throughout this playoff run. Again, dropping 70 on San G in the first round, 52 against Palmdale, 35-zip. So the defense obviously did its end of the bargain in that win against Quartz Hill, the number 1 seed. So now we have Ramona, who is an at-large team, the 4th place team out of the River Valley League in the finals. And remember, for Riverside Poly, we talked a lot about this last week on the Friday Night Pep Rally on Riverside TV, the fact that the Poly Bears going into that final game of the season in Sun Belt League play against Vista Del Lago, they had to win that game to finish in 2nd place and get that automatic spot into the playoffs, because if they would have lost to Vista Del Lago, they probably would not be in the playoffs, period. But now they're in the finals. So we got Riverside Poly against Ramona. It'll be on Riverside TV, just television, this coming Friday night, 7 p.m. from King High School. Now, they're not the only Riverside schools playing for a championship. California School for the Deaf Riverside is back in the finals. And it's going to be the Cubs taking on Faith Baptist again. If it sounds like a broken record, it's because it is, because 2 years ago, Faith Baptist and CSDR played, and Faith Baptist won the title that year. But last year, California School for the Deaf Riverside beat Faith Baptist for the 8-man Division I championship. So for the 3rd year in a row, Faith Baptist versus CSDR. This is kind of the rubber match, I guess, between the two schools. We'll see if the Cubs can go back-to-back. That CIF championship for them last year was their first ever CIF Southern Section football championship. So they made history last year trying to do it all over again. They looked very good in their semifinal win against Santa Clara from Oxnard. Even with Caden Adams on the sideline, their quarterback and linebacker, star player. Well, really, they got a bunch of star players, but Caden Adams is certainly a star player. A little banged up. He would have played if they needed him in the semifinals. He did not, but he'll be ready to go for that championship game, no doubt, as they will host on Saturday against Faith Baptist from Canoga Park for the 8-man Division II championship. Real quick, let's take a look at the championship games involving inland sports teams, and here we go. In Division 5, Orange Vista at top seed Newbury Park. That's D5. Jurupa Hills will be at home against Charter Oak. That's Division 8. Ramona versus Riverside Poly at King High School. That's D11. And as we mentioned, CSDR at home against Faith Baptist. That one's on Saturday, 8-man D2. I should mention Orange Vista at Newbury Park. That is a Saturday night game. Charter Oak at Jurupa Hills is a Friday night game. As we mentioned, Ramona Poly, that's Friday, CSDR Saturday. So a mixed bag. So you can actually watch all of our local teams if you want to split them up between Friday and Saturday here in the Inland Sports Show coverage area. Okay, we're going to take just a real quick commercial break here on this short Inland Sports Show. Again, it's Thanksgiving week. Maybe most weeks we wouldn't even do a show this week, but man, we've got so many teams playing for CIF titles. We had to do some sort of a preview show to get you guys ready for Friday and Saturday night. So a quick break. When we come back, we're going to break down the Orange Vista and Jurupa Hills championship runs, and we also have our Inland Sports All-Stars this week from the semifinals. We'll be right back on the Inland Sports Show at Home Edition. And this segment of the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Kin Sporting Goods in Norco, #1 in the Inland Empire for team uniforms, sports equipment, and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona. Athletes of all levels and all sports train at Boost. And also ask about the Bass Private School. Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Personalized treatment you deserve from an orthodontist you can trust. Chick-fil-A in Rialto, right off the 210 freeway at Ayala Drive. Eat more chicken.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Girls, here are 5 lies society tells you about strength training. Number 1, you're going to get buff. That's lies. It's genetically impossible. Number 2, muscles are masculine. Wrong. Muscles are empowering. Number 3, you're going to gain weight. That's false. Lean muscle burns body fat. Number 4, muscles make you bulky. Not at all. For girls, you can expect more muscle tone and definition. Number 5, you don't need to strength train. The biggest lie of all. Strength training helps you build confidence, makes you more healthy, and improves your athletic performance. If you want to know more about the benefits of strength training for girls, check out this month's blog at www.boosttrainingsystems.com. Boost Man.
The Inland Sports Show is proud to partner with Dr. Marcus Paulson and Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Dr. Paulson and his team work with children, teens, and adults using orthodontic products like traditional braces and Invisalign to make a difference in the appearance, comfort, and function of each patient's teeth. Paulson Orthodontics welcomes new patients, so schedule a visit today. Paulson Orthodontics. We make braces fun. And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show. This is our official championship preview coming up for Friday and Saturday for our local football teams. And let's take a look right now at our Inland Sports All-Stars from the semifinal round involving all 5 of our local teams who are playing for titles this Friday or Saturday. All right, we'll start with CIF Gaines, 222 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns for Orange Vista in the semifinals in a high-scoring win against Western from Anaheim. CSDR's running back Matt Silva, 115 on the ground, 5 rushing touchdowns. He also caught a touchdown that win against Santa Clara from Oxnard in the semis. Royce Mendoza from Ramona caught 2 touchdowns, also picked off 2 passes on defense. Guy doing it on both sides of the football for the Rams in the semifinals at Courts Hill. The same could be said for Jurupa Hills' Jalen Afram. Interception return for a touchdown on defense. He also caught a touchdown on offense from Caleb Ruiz for Jurupa Hills in that big semifinal win against St. Pius. And quarterback Victor Aguilar from Riverside Poly have been doing it all season long. He had a passing touchdown. He actually probably should have had a couple more touchdowns in that win against Westminster. Those are our Inland Sports Week 13 semifinals All-Stars. So congratulations to them. And unless everybody wins, that'll probably be our last round of weekly All-Stars here on the show. Now, we talked about the Riverside schools playing in the finals, Ramona, Poly, and CSDR. We got a couple more teams also in the championship hunt. Orange Vista, some highlights of their quarterfinal win against San Jacinto, but Orange Vista is in Division 5. They've made it to the finals, and they will go take on the top seed Newbury Park. The Coyotes are the number 2 seed in Division 5, and kind of like Ramona and Poly, this team has gotten better and better as the season has gone along and really took it to the next level in the playoffs. There is CIF Gaines and the guys. Man, they were good all season long, and I just feel like in the playoffs, they've just ramped it up even more. So Orange Vista will go on the road to Newbury Park on Saturday night for the D5 title. This will be their second championship appearance. You got to rewind back to 2018. The Coyotes making their CIF championship debut in Division 13, and they were taking on Adelanto, and they lost a tough one. 20-15 was the final score. There's a look at the scoreboard. You can see it was close very late in the game. The Coyotes had a chance to win it. But this will be their second CIF championship appearance, but still trying to win their first CIF title. Again, going back to 2018 highlights in that tough loss against Adelanto. We'll see if the Coyotes can make school history, trying to go on the road. That's kind of a long road trip on Saturday night to Newbury Park for the D5 championship. For Jurupa Hills, the Spartans taking a look at some highlights from their quarterfinal win against Elisa Nagel. The Spartans, they are back in the championship game, and for the first time since 2013 when they won it all in the East Valley Division. Now we'll see if they can do it again, this time in Division 8. Jurupa Hills will be taking on Charter Oak. Charter Oak through the regular season was 2-8. Obviously much better than what their record would indicate, but Charter Oak making a run to the finals. And for Citos Marínez, the head coach of the Spartans, we had him on the Inland Sports Show talking about getting past the semifinal round, finally got over that hump, got to the championship game, and trying to bring the school their second CIF Southern Section championship, but obviously the first under Citos Marínez. So best of luck to Jurupa Hills. That game against Charter Oak will be at Jurupa Hills, and it will be on Friday night. So best of luck to the Spartans. All right, so those are our local teams playing for CIF Southern Section championships coming up this Friday and or Saturday. And remember, we've got the state playoffs as well. So the regional round will be the following week. One more time, let's take a look at the local teams in the Inland Sports Show coverage area playing for championships this upcoming week. Orange Vista at Newbury Park in Division 5. Jurupa Hills at home for Charter Oak in D8. Ramona and Riverside Poly in Division 11. And 8-man D2, CSDR with a rematch against Faith Baptist. All right, good luck to all of our local teams. Can't wait to see for the championship round who's going to come out on top. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, we'll have coverage here on Inland Sports. We'll have coverage on Riverside TV, the Friday night pep rally. So I hope you'll keep it tuned to us. And I hope you also have a great Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving week. Hopefully you'll have a little downtime to hang out with family and friends and mix in a little football come Friday and Saturday. My name is Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show. God bless you guys and stay safe out there.